Hello, and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we're back in Forza Motorsport 7, and we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Volvo XC90 R Design. The XC90 R Design is a very weird car, I have to admit. It's a very strange car. First of all, why would you be making an R Design version of the XC90 in the first place? Secondly, why does it look so cool? Like, why does it look so damn interesting? And I can't explain it, and it's actually already got race suspension on it. It's got a few homologated parts on it, but we are going to go for the full race weight reduction. And by the way, it already makes 502 horsepower. 502 horsepower. That is insane. I'm going to, by the way, swap this to rear-wheel drive because we're making a drift car out of it. And let me just say that the standard, oh my god, the standard engine, I mean, you can see it's got a little bit of a peaky power curve and then it kind of falls back off. You could put a 6.2 or a 5.2-liter V10 in it, but we're not going to do that. We're going to leave the stock powertrain in it because I am genuinely curious as to what this engine is even like. Now, for front bumper and rear wing options, you admittedly really don't have much. You really have very little options at all. Let's see. We're going to stick street tires on this car, and we're going to do 305s all around, which I'm going to make sure, okay, we've got them in the back too. And wheels-wise, these will be a little bit easier to choose than the ones on the Colorado, because for some reason, SUVs, especially like any SUV that's lowered, anything that can pull off that shape, really, that looks so good. That looks so good. I don't know why it looks so good. It just looks damn good. All right, let's see. Drivetrain-wise, we do need to finish building up everything in here so that we've got all beefed up race parts ready to rip at the track. And once we've got everything ready and built and ready to go, I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to test this car because there's not really a track that immediately comes to mind. I want to see what we can do with, and to be fair, that 500 plus horsepower, I don't even know if that was stock or not. That's probably with some homologated parts installed. And yes, I like to make fun of that word. I don't know why. It's just a silly word. It's weird. All right, cams get us to 578 horsepower. Keep in mind, this is from a stock Volvo engine. This is not from something that you would expect from a, you would expect power figures like this in a screaming supercar or some kind of tuner car. 600 and almost 30 horsepower. Hey, we haven't even upgraded to a race turbo yet. 721 horsepower. 721 horsepower. Now 731. It's frankly kind of mental what we can get out of this SUV's engine. And I, frankly, am astounded at the power figures we've been able to achieve here. So let's do a little bit of a tune real quick, and we'll leave the gearing alone. We're going to go up to -2.5 in the front and -2, well, a little bit more, like -2.3 in the rear. Tiny bit of toe out in the front. Nothing too crazy. Soften the front suspension a little bit. Not like anything massive, though. Slam the ride height for Stance Nation, yo. And bring down the front dampening a little. Brake bias, we'll leave it alone. And then we will do 180 and then 85. 100 in the front, 85 in the back. And, oh my god, look at how that looks lowered. That looks so crazy. That looks mean. That looks so mean. Oh my god, that looks mean. Dude, that is a mean-looking SUV. I have to just, oh my god, I have to give it to this thing. That is a mean-looking SUV. What kind of manufacturer colors do we have? We have proper red. We have, like, a couple of blues, a couple of grays, a couple of silvers. I do like this. It's kind of like an ice, like an Arctic white color. I think, you know what, actually, we may be able to stick with that, but go to a gloss carbon for the hood. And, oh, you can't do the mirrors. Damn. Can you do the wing? Will it let us? Yes, it will. So carbon for the wing. And then for the wheels, should we leave the wheels alone, or should we go, should we do black, or should we do something a little bit more shouty? I'm not sure. Let's see. Normal colors. Let's go into the color fine-tune, because I feel like we could do something shouty on the wheels, and that's not like, it wouldn't be a big, ooh, and it wouldn't be a big deal, but at the same time, I feel like, oh, maybe if we darkened that blue a little bit. Oh, there was a spot, like, right somewhere in between that looked really good. That, for some reason, I like, and I'm sure, I am completely sure that there are going to be people that are going to say, oh, that's, you know, super ugly, but I like it. I think it sets it off. And is that the color scheme I would keep forever? Probably not, but I think, but then again, things like that can be changed. So now let's head to the track. And track-wise, as far as testing goes, I'm going to look over the track list and see where I want to take this car, because there's a good amount of tracks that would be fun with this thing. Oh, Bernese Alps would be so good. Yeah, I know it was a quick decision. I didn't really look at any of the other options, but man, Bernese Alps would suit this thing really well. We're running over 700 horsepower in a Volvo XC90. First of all, that should be weird enough, but weirder still, we're taking it to drift on a racetrack. That is about the most backwards thing that you can think about for a Volvo family SUV. It doesn't make sense, but it doesn't make sense in all the right ways, and I love it for that reason. So we're going to see what this thing's truly made of, and let's give it a go. And go! Holy crap, okay, so, ooh, the suspension's gonna have to be, God, the alignment's gonna have to be messed with a little bit. And you know what? I'm feeling some lower gears. I'm feeling some lower gears to be in order. Because, think about it. We went into, oh, God, the transition is violent in this car. There we go. Back the other way. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Oh, that went really well, actually. When you have the speed, this thing is a freaking monster machine, but when you don't have the speed, it can be a little hairy. Be a little hairy and can be a little snappy. God, when that turbo comes on, it's like this freight train of power. The sound of this thing is different, too. It's not exactly, whoa! That was a really weird snap. But no, the sound of this thing is very different, too. It's not what I would expect to hear coming out of the back of a Volvo SUV, that's for sure. The funny thing, too, is the turbo sounds are actually pretty muted. There's not any kind of, like, super loud blow-off valve. Even with the race turbo, there's no real kind of, like, super loud in-your-face turbo sound. It's pretty subdued in terms of turbo sound, actually. Which, I mean, that depends, your opinion on that depends on how much you like turbo sound. I personally love turbo sound, and I could always do with a little bit more of turbo sound. But at the same time, I mean, I think it's got enough so that, obviously, so that you know it's turbo, and you can feel that in the power band as well. So, I mean, it's not really like you have to be hearing it, but a little bit more wouldn't be a bad thing. All right, let's see how it does around this final carousel corner. Come on. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, not bad. It goes. Yeah, we could do it better. We could do it better. We could do it better, and I was trying to squeeze that last little bit of angle out of it, but it was not having it. Let's go. Started a little early, but better to start early on a corner like that and just kind of have the points already rolling in when you end up reaching the scoring zone. Once you realize how different this is from the Colorado, it becomes a lot easier to drive. Oh, that was early. Oh, that was a pucker moment. Oh boy, that was quite a damn. I was gonna say that was quite a pucker moment just because of how crazy close it was to the wall. Like, whoo, you have to be on your toes to not be fazed by that. A little close to the wall. Well, we were a little close to the wall. Kind of lost that combo. Well, I mean, we didn't lose the combo, but we lost the line. Coming in at a pretty good rate of speed. Keeping it in fourth was a little aggressive. I had to drop it back down to third. Nonetheless, it's able to work its way through. Trying to keep it at just enough angle that we can keep the points rolling in. Stick with that line that you had planned on using. Not terrible. Just under 15,000. I know it could do better. That's the thing, is that I know it could do better for that section. It could do a lot better, too. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Not terrible. Ooh, bring it back around. Getting the front end a little close. Not bad. Woo, yes. It's surprisingly smooth. I like how it drives. I genuinely like how it drives, and I'm willing to use this thing again. The turbo definitely is oh, for God's sake. The turbo is definitely a top-end turbo. It's not, a mid-range turbo, and definitely not a low-end turbo. This thing makes pretty much all of its power close to the top of the rev range. So if you think you're getting some kind of torque monster, look elsewhere. But, with that being said, you are getting something that's surprising to drive. Like, if you want something that will surprise people, I would have no doubts that if you take this thing online and do decently well with it, you will absolutely surprise people. Got a little bit of a tap there on the wall, but I don't need to finish all 4 laps to tell you that I find this thing to be a blast. I find it to be a lot of fun, and it's definitely one of the biggest surprises for me as of late in Forza Motorsport 7, especially with this car pack. So if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comments down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. I'll see y'all next time. Talk to you guys later.